Rakshita S. I am currently pursuing AC Engineering in Sri Venkateshwara College of Engineering of Department of Basic Science. Today I am going to explain the applications of polar coordinates in mathematics. Introduction to polar coordinates. Polar coordinates are a mathematical system used to represent points in a plane using a distance from the origin and an angle. They are widely used in various applications including physics, engineering, and navigation. Understanding the polar coordinates allows for a deeper understanding of complex systems and relations. Graphing in polar coordinates. Polar coordinates provides an alternative way to represent and graph equations, especially those with a circular or asymmetric patterns. They are particularly useful in graphing polar curves such as the cardioids, limacons, and roses. Converting between a Cartesian and a polar coordinates enables us to visualize and analyze the complex shapes and patterns. Engineering applications. Polar coordinates are extensive used in engineering, particularly in fields like structural analysis and mechanical design. They help in analyzing the stress and strain distribution in circular or rotational system. Engineers can determine the optimal angles and distance to achieve a desired outcomes in a structural design. Navigation and GPS system. GPS systems heavily rely on polar coordinates for accurate positioning and navigation. The latitude and longitude coordinates used in GPS are essentially polar coordinates on a global scale. By using polar coordinates, GPS devices can calculate distances and angles to determine the most efficient routes. Here are some examples or pictures how a navigation and GPS system are helped using a polar coordinates. Electromagnetism and physics. Polar coordinates are fundamental in studying electromagnetic field and wave propagation. They simplify the representation of electromagnetic waves in terms of their amplitude and phase. The concept of polarization in the light and optics is also related to a polar coordinates. Here we can see the picture. A standing electromagnetic wave does not propagate along the x-axis. Instead, at every point on the x-axis, the E and B fields simplify oscillates. Astronomy and celestial mechanics. Polar coordinates play a crucial role in astronomy for locating celestial objects in the night sky. They help astronomers determine the positions, trajectories, and orbital elements of celestial bodies. The study of polar coordinates in celestial mechanics allows for a better understanding of the motions and interaction of planets, asteroids, and comets. Fluid dynamics and aerodynamics. In fluid dynamics, polar coordinations are used to describe flow patterns and velocity fields. They are particularly useful in analyzing rotational flows and vortices. Aerodynamics simulations often employ polar coordinates to model airfoil shapes and analyze the flow behavior. You can see a picture, the fluid mechanics and dynamics. And the first one is the largest pressure obtainable along a streamline, and the second one is velocity is zero. The stagnation points, you can see the picture. Harmonic analysis and signal processing. Polar coordinates are employed harmonic analysis to study periodic functions and signals. They allow for a concise representation of complex waveform in terms of their magnitude and phase. Signal processing techniques such as the Fourier transform rely on polar coordinates to analyze and manipulate signals. Mathematical modeling and optimization. Polar coordinates are used in mathematical modeling to simplify complex systems and equations. They help optimize processes by finding the most efficient polar coordinates that yield desired results. From antenna design to image processing, polar coordinates provides a valuable insights for mathematical modeling and optimization. And the conclusion: polar coordinates have a widespread application in various fields, including engineering, physics, navigation, and more. They provide a powerful tool for visualizing, analyzing, and understanding complex systems and relationships. Embracing a polar coordinates can enhance the problem solving abilities and enable new discoveries in a wide range of disciplines. Thank you for watching.